Good evening all. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up for this Wednesday, the 18th of August, 2021. Washout day in stock indices. They got hit and hit pretty good. We saw the FOMC notes today. They came out. Lots of talk about when to taper, not if you should taper. Some are still very concerned with the COVID cases. I would be. The president had a TV conference today where basically he's threatening the healthcare centers to take care of our elderly, that if the staffs have to be fully vaccinated. If not, federal funding might be there. And I think that's a veiled threat against the schools that are mandating no masks and not allowing, giving the choice, but he wants masks mandated. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. We all saw this coming. Gym clubs everywhere in Chicago. You got to have a mask and a vaccine card to get in now. A vaccine card as well. So if, I imagine if you got your religious reasons or not, they might give you a pass, but it's just grasping the whole city. Here's the difference. We're used to it. I hate to say that, but we've gotten to the point where okay, we can handle this going on and it's not the end of the earth. You're still going out to your restaurants. You're still at summertime. We're still outside. If this were October, November, late October, it'd be a lot different story, but we may get another surge then, so who the heck knows. But what you can look at is ARK has done its bit of trying to hold right here. You can see that you're in a downtrend. We talked about the market getting down to these numbers and that resistance on the way back up would start at the 100-day average, then go to the, if it rallied that much, the 18 and the 200-day average. The trend is still down. Why did the market stop? I think it was the combination temporarily of the lower Bollinger Band, where it did get under it, but it's snapping right back into it. As you can see on the close, it's back over it with the resistance at that 18-day average. However, the trend is still down, but the market's oversold. I don't think when you're oversold, you attract new selling. Now, I know a lot of you do not do short selling. In fact, I'd say 99% of you. That doesn't mean somebody out there isn't doing it. On the other hand, it's also screaming it's not a buy, the way that I do charting. Maybe that's the other way to look at it. In Apple, I think I was pretty clear yesterday that I thought the pros were taking all their money off the table, overbought, time to come out, and the market closed 150.19, back to 146.36, dropped down today to 146.15 under this low. So actually, I'm wrong. I should have this arrow pointing down in red. You've stepped out of your uptrend. No surprise at all. Fully expected it. You're going sideways. And you might stay with a broad sideways feel until that new Apple iPhone gets released. Hard to tell. In PAVE, you lost your momentum. We talked about this week. This was the market fully embedded. It got up to the Bollinger Band and ran out of steam against that and pulled back. Now you lose the embedded reading. You had a 73 close. I know you're going to say, well, it bounced today. It doesn't mean anything to me. I think you're going still to that 26.68 area, and that's where the decision will be made what to do from it. But any close under it is bearish, and you could be looking 26.02. Why? Part of it has to do with the total blunder that the Biden administration has done in Afghanistan. And we know that Congress is coming back on August 23rd to discuss infrastructure. Do you think what he says right now carries a lot of weight with the American public? Every day I wake up, I feel like a fool. We knew we were pulling out under Trump, and this is how you did it. You decided when you got in office to do this. How could you not have a contingency for the Afghan army completely caving in? I laughed today, and you got to laugh. I don't do politics, and I don't like that. The Taliban is asking for the planes that took some of the Afghan people, 22 military planes, 20-some-odd helicopters, to be returned from Uzbekistan to them. Well, then I guess the U.S. should go and say, please return, Mr. Taliban, all of our armaments there. Give us our tanks, our machine guns, and everything else. You got to laugh at it. You can't write a Saturday night skit like this. In XLI, higher highs, then you come down, you break through the low. You're not trending. Momentum had turned down on you right back here, as you can see. As you all know, I'm a big momentum trader, or analyst would be the right word. And bingo, and that's what you're getting from it. Okay, you're just not trending anymore there. In the semiconductors, as much as they keep telling me, and that's all I keep hearing, oh, they're looking good, they're going to be great, I'm not seeing that. I see them still in a downtrend. You'd have to take out 196.29 to be good. I keep looking at the SOX, SOX, which is the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, still not looking good as I see it. PODEX tried a reversal trade today and got itself to close right on the Bollinger Band, but you're not trending and you might embed into bearishness again. It stalled, but it's still quite bearish. ESGU lost its way, lost its embedded reading. When that happens, you often watch. You went first to the 18-day average, and today you just did it for good measure again, but you lost your way there. XLE, this is oversold, and I know the energy stocks all got hit today, and I watched them, but you're into the area between the Bollinger Band and 200-day average where some support should initially be seen. In the emerging markets, you could get another wave of selling. Take out today's low, and I think the pros will hit it, today's low. And then I think they'll put stops looking at the 80.53 area, looking to see if they can first push into the 18-day average and then down here. Go up and don't hit that, well, you're still into the neutral territory then. In GLD, you have just run into a brick wall at the 18-day average. You know it fell apart off the August 6th jobs data report that came out on a Friday afternoon, so Asia had no chance to really react to it, nor did Europe. Asia reacted and Europe overnight. You had follow-through selling, and now you're bouncing a little bit. The gold miners down to the lower Bollinger Band looking for support. In TLT, lower highs, lower lows, but refuses to enact the downtrend because it stays over the 18-day average of closes. FXE, where you're breaking down towards that 108.99 level, the dollar's strong, nothing right here to get it much weaker. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.